မင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်ဂရိပေးထားတဲ့အတိုင်းပေါ့နော် rich dad poor dad ဆရာကြီးဖေးမြင့်ရေးထားတဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီချမ်းသာဖေးဆင်းရဲဖေးဆိုတဲ့စာအုပ်လေးရှိတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမှာကိုကအင်္ဂလိပ်ဘာသာစကားလေးတင်တဲ့သူတယောက်ဖြစ်နေတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ E to E ပေါ့နော်အတွေး idea လေးတွေကိုကျွန်တော် sharing လုပ်သွားမယ်ပေါ့နော်လူကျွန်တော်ဗီဒီယိုနားထောင်နေတာနဲ့အများသူကနားလည်နိုင်တဲ့နှုံထားနဲ့ကျွန်တော်ပြောမယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်တို့စကြအောင်ပါSo let's get started. Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think the first chapter is it's too much. There's a lot of information, so I'm not gonna do all of those. I will tell very important messages and information, of course. Let's get started. I think I already did the introduction. I already did the introduction, I guess. So I will jump into the first chapter. Lesson number 1. Lesson number 1. I gotta move it, guys. 1 second, please. I have a problem. I have a problem. Where is that here? Gosh. Okay, anyway, oh, Jesus. Okay, so the first chapter, lesson number 1, right? Lesson 1, chapter 1. The rich don't work. The pronunciation you can learn. Work. W-O-R-K, work. The rich don't work for many. The poor and the middle class work for many. The rich have many work for them. In other words, the rich, right, they make many work for them. So many is working for them. That's the idea. So in the beginning, there are two main characters, Mike and Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the book. So one day he goes to his dad. His dad is reading a newspaper, I guess. So he says, Dad, can you tell me how to get rich? Get here means become, right? So can you tell me how to be rich? And his dad is surprised. And he evening paper, so it's basically a newspaper. So his dad is surprised, and keep going here. Oh my gosh. Guys, I will come back with the I think there are some bugs and some problems here, so I will stop, but I will just connect this part to the new one that I'm gonna do. So yeah, sorry for that, guys. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's keep going. So at the time that the year was 1956. So he was at the time he was attending the same public school, and also in that school, right, the rich kids, they come from the rich families. So they're also in that school. So Robert Kiyosaki, another main character, Mike, and they went to the same school where the rich kids were, in the school, of course. So and then he asks this question, Dad, can you tell me how to get rich? Because one day, Jimmy, right? Jimmy's mom drives to the school in a new car, and she mom, yeah. So Jimmy's mom, right, drives to the school in a new car, and then the I don't understand what like he why he writes Jimmy's mom, and then he took three of his friends. Oh, I got it. Keep going. So basically, Jimmy, right, is uh, another boy, I should say, in the school. He is rich. His mom drives, and his mom and him, right, they take three of his friends from school because they are rich. But Mike, the main character, and Robert Kiyosaki, right, they're not taken. So Jimmy's mom doesn't take them because they are poor, she thinks. So that's why Robert Kiyosaki, he wants to be rich. That's why he asks his dad, how? Please tell me how to get rich. And then his dad thinks about it for a while, and then he says, well, if you want to be rich, you have to learn to make money. And he asks, okay, Dad, but how do I make money? Well, use your head. Smiling. And his dad cannot tell more because he doesn't know. I already said introduction that he's a school teacher. So he says, I don't know, son. Don't embarrass me. The next morning, he tells his best friend, right, Mike, about what his dad says. And of course, their father, basically his dad, Robert Kiyosaki, his dad provides him, or Mike also, right? Their father and their mother provide them with the basics like food, shelter, clothes, right? So that they can live and they can wear, they can eat, and the basic stuff, right? And of course, Robert Kiyosaki, he admits that, of course, we are kids, so we want things, right? For 9 year, he said that we're 9-year-old boys, so of course we want things, we want toys. Maybe they want to spend money, of course. Okay, the next day, and of course, Mike and Robert Kiyosaki, and they became partners, right? They became friends to do something to get rich. They're young boys, but they are thinking about how to make money. They want money. It is a simple reason at the time, right? That they just want to be rich. When I was younger, actually, I was not interested in subjects and school things. And I was really interested in making money and becoming rich because my family was really poor. I was born into a poor family. I'm not rich right now, but I'm financially free actually at a very, very early, age. I'm financially free. I'm not rich, but that gives me, enough happiness in my life. Of course, I can do whatever I want to do. All right, so keep going. And so, of course, they became partners, and Mike agrees. Okay, let's become right partners. And of course, the next Saturday morning, they think about the ideas, right? Some ideas how to make money. And because they are thinking about how to make money because of the reason, right, that Jimmy's mom did not take them, right, to a beach, I guess. So he said it hurt a little bit, but that hurt is pretty good because situation gives them motivation, right, inspiration to keep going, to keep thinking of a way to make money. So they're thinking, right, how to make money. But one day they get the idea. So they knock on every door I think maybe they are living in Hawaii. I guess I'm not sure, but whatever. So keep going. I forgot. I just already read the book, but I forgot. But it's not an important idea and a message. So I'm not telling you that. Excuse me here. Okay, so they knocked. They get the idea, right? They knock on doors, and they trying to save people's toothpaste tube. And and then they got a lot of the toothpaste tubes from their neighbors, I guess. So his mother is distressed. Distress is like we have the two words in English: distress and eustress. Distress and eustress. Eustress is a stress that will help you later to improve your life. So it's a kind of a stress that is useful and helpful. But distress is not useful. It damages you. It hurts you, right? It breaks you. It does something bad to you. So it is a distress. It's not helpful if you have distress. But if we have the eustress, right now you have eustress, eustress. But for example, learning English, right? You have eustress, right? You don't want to do it, of course. You don't want to do it, but you have to do it. But later, that stress, right? That eustress will give you a lot of happiness, right? You can keep making a lot of money, right? So many things you can do with that. So his mother, Robert Kiyosaki, right? His mother grows distressed, which means that why is he doing that? His mother is thinking, but he doesn't tell. This is the secret between Mike and him. And so the tubes were made of lead, right? Kind of a metal. And then so of course they're basically making casting nickels out of lead. So basically they're making, I think, coins, I guess. So they're one day, right? They got the idea. They collected already, right? The toothpaste tubes, and they're making money. I think coins, nickels out of lead directly. So one day his dad, Robert Kiyosaki, right? His dad and his friends, they came back home while they were doing that, and finally his dad and his dad's friend here, because they see the situation, right? They see the situation, and they laugh. Robert Kiyosaki, his dad, explains this is illegal. You cannot do this, right? So of course they are disappointed. They're not happy. They're frustrated. Of course, oh, why not? We're gonna make money. Now it's illegal. We cannot do this. So they will get arrested if they do this, of course. And his dad tells them, boys, he said, you're only poor if you give up. It's a nice message. The important thing is that you did something. Most people only talk, dream of getting rich and becoming rich, but they're nothing. They just sit there and they think there, but you're not. You have done something. I'm very proud of the two of you. I will say it again, keep going, don't quit. And he says that because I chose to be a school teacher really don't think about being rich. We just like to teach. I wish I could help you, but I really don't know how to make money. He says. And then first they trying to clean what they do, right? They cannot do that anymore. It's illegal. So they clean, and then Robert Kiyosaki's dad said, if you want to learn how to be rich, don't ask me. Talk to your dad, Mike. Mike is surprised. Really? My dad? Yes. Your dad. And Mike is surprised. My dad? your dad and I have the same banker, right? And then your father is brilliant when it comes to making money. So Mike's dad, right? His dad is brilliant. He's smart. He's a smart guy. And Mike doesn't believe in the beginning. And but then Mike asks again in disbelief. In disbelief means not believing. How come we don't have a nice car? So Mike asks Robert Kiyosaki's dad, okay, well, why? How come means why? Why don't we have a nice car, a nice house like that rich kids at school? A nice car, a nice house, they don't necessarily mean that you're rich or you know how to make money. Is Robert Kiyosaki, right? His dad replies. And it's very important here. Jimmy's dad works for the sugar plantation. Just one second here. He's not much different from me. So basically, right, in the beginning, you can see in the beginning of this chapter that Jimmy's mom, right, drives a new car to the school. And Mike and Robert Kiyosaki, they think that he is rich. Robert Kiyosaki's dad said, no, he's not that rich. He's not that rich. He works for a company. I work for the government. Robert Kiyosaki's dad, he says. The company buys the car for him, right? The sugar company is in financial problem. Jimmy's dad may soon have nothing. Your dad is different, Mike. He seems to be building an empire. I suspect, I doubt, I think, in a few years, he will be a very rich man. And Mike and Rocky, they're really excited. And, of course, they try to claim as much as they can. And then they, of course, at night, and Mike promise, right, because now they get the idea. Oh, maybe Mike's dad can tell how to make money. Of course, Mike promises to call him after he talks to his dad, after he makes the appointment with him. So the phone rings, right? Of course, at 8:30 p.m. So at night. Next Saturday. So his Mike's dad will meet them next Saturday. So it's almost ending here, guys. So of course, next morning at 8 o'clock, of course, they're waiting and finally they meet. I have to read that part, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna explain what they mean. So Mike says, you went to learn to make money. Is that correct, Robert? The writer of this book, Robert Kiyosaki. And he nods, yes, very quickly. But Mike's dad is a very powerful man. He seems like in his eyes, right? Behind his words and smile, there's a lot of meanings. He's a smart guy. And Mike's dad says, okay, boys, here's my offer. I'll teach you, but I won't do it in classroom. I won't do it classroom style. You work for me, then I'll teach you. You don't work for me, I won't teach you. I can teach you faster if you work. And I'm wasting my time if you just want to sit and listen like you do in school. That's my offer. Take it or leave it. Will you take my advice, or will you leave it here and you go somewhere? You don't listen to me. Robert Kiyosaki, Robert. Oh, may I ask a question first? He asks, no, take it or leave it. I've got too much work to do to waste my time. If you can't make up your mind decisively, if you cannot decide quickly, you'll never learn to make money anyway. You will never. Opportunities come and go. Being able to know when to make quick decisions is an important skill. So you have to decide quickly, right? It will help you. You have the opportunity that you ask for. School is beginning or is over. in 10 seconds. Mike's dad says with a teasing smile. Take it. Finally, Robert Kiyosaki, right? Of course, Robert Kiyosaki, he said, oh, take it, we'll take it. Good, he said. And then Mrs. Martin will be by in 10 minutes. After I'm through with her, finished with her for something, you were right? So anyway, so Mrs. Martin is one of Mike's dad's employees. I'll pay you 10 cents an hour. You'll work 3 hours every Saturday. But Robert Kiyosaki complains, right? But I have a softball game today. He says, take it or leave it. Finally, of course, he takes it and they work. Right, so here is a very important thing that Robert Kiyosaki's he wants to be rich. He wants to know how to make money. And but Mike's dad said, I don't teach you like you learn in school. Right? You have to get out in the real world. Then I will teach you. If you know how money works. If you want to be rich, if you want to make money. So there's a message that we can learn that being rich, if you want to be rich, is not, ask a lot of the, don't believe me. I always said, I'm going to keep saying that. Don't believe what I say. If you want to do a business, unless you have a lot of money, you don't have to think about big business plans, right? But if you have a lot of money, of course you have to think, about very, very big, successful business plans, right? But if you don't have a lot of money, even if you do that, you're wasting your time. Okay, so anyway, if you want to be rich, if you want to do, you have to, you want to speak English very well. You cannot learn a bunch of things from textbooks. You have to get out in the real world and you have to learn something, right? It's like swimming, right? You cannot learn how to swim from the book. You have to get out in the water. You have to swim. Of course, the trainer will tell you what to do by swimming, not by sitting and learning, like in school, right? We've gotta do something real out in the real world, guys. Okay, so this is the message that we get, that Mike's dad will never teach them like in school, right? I think you can learn something. I think you can at least get the English input from me by listening or watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this. But if you have a problem, guys, again, you have a problem, right, to speak English really, really well naturally. And when you speak, you're thinking about grammar, translation, a lot of things that are not natural. We have a 6-month course to help you speak English better naturally. Yeah, you can use words and correct grammar without thinking about grammar rules, guys. We have a 6-month guarantee course. A lot of people, they become fluent after they join this course. If you want to be one of them, you can join. Okay? And within when you're taking a 6-month course, when you take that journey, you learn exactly like we tell you, we teach you. You don't improve. You get all the money back in return. Okay, you don't make any risks, right, at all. You don't take any risks at all, right? You just jump in and learn, and you follow the instruction. Our instruction exactly, because you want to speak English really well. If that doesn't work, well, you get all the money back in return, right? So, bye for now. Good luck.